Welcome to the Spirit of Do.
Welcome, dear listeners, and gratitude for tuning into another edition of The Spirit of Do, a bi-weekly show exclusive to Radio Yesterday, airing Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. South African Standard Time with me, David John Wayne Bailey, your host and guide, as we embark upon a journey to bridge the gap between thought and action. Today's topic is love. Love can be considered the base component of doing. Right? You've heard the phrase before love what you do what you love. So, what does love have to do with doing? Let's think about that for a moment. When I've got a sincere, honest, realistic passion about what it is that I wish to pursue, about what it is that I wish to do, it doesn't feel like work, does it? When we start doing something that we're passionate about, time acts differently as well. We feel that when we are doing something that we enjoy doing, time just flies by. But when we are doing something that we do not enjoy doing, then time tends to slow down and drag out, doesn't it? So, when it comes to passion, when it comes to a sincere joy of what it is that we are devoting ourselves to, it would be based on love. Because if I'm not doing something I love, then what am I doing? So then there are different kinds of love as well. Girl boy love. So let's think about the innocence of a high school romance, or I think puberty starts kicking in at primary school, right? So quite early, you see this girl or you see this boy, you've got this funny feeling in your tummy. It feels like little insects are fluttering about in there. I don't know where that came from. But you feel, when you see this particular person, you feel a particular way. You feel drawn to them, you feel attracted to them. And sometimes it's reciprocated, sometimes it's not. I mean, I've liked a few girls way back when I was in primary and high school, and I never dared tell them that I do because of fear of rejection. That's also something that I know in Japan. What's quite cute is that they write love letters to each other, and sometimes they would declare who they are, or to declare their love to the person they like, they would write the love letter and they would meet after school, or they'd meet somewhere to physically declare, and then whatever happens, happens. The person could accept it, or the person could reject it, or the person could accept it and still choose to be friends. But then now people would say, how can you be friends with someone that you are in love with? It is actually possible. Hashtag love is love. The following conversation I'm about to have with you may or may not be controversial. So, the love is love movement, or the hashtag that we saw coming up a while back, was to do with same-sex couples, individuals of the same sex professing their love for each other, loving each other. That's girl to girl, boy to boy. And though this has been around for millennia, as long as mortals have been around, that kind of love has been around as well. And I say that kind of love because there are many forms of love, but also at the same time, there is only one love. I know someone that's quite close to me that always says one love. There is only one love. He's got it straight, right? That no matter whether it's between different people, different cultures, different nationalities, different belief systems, different genders, does it really matter when it's love? Who are we to say and to judge to say that girl on girl love is greater than girl on boy love? Boy to boy love is greater than boy to girl love. If the feeling is fundamentally there and it is reciprocated, isn't that beautiful in its own self? Shouldn't we all celebrate the fact that love exists in the world? We can partake of it because, look, at the end of the day, isn't it lovely and a wonderful feeling to be loved by someone that is not your mother or your siblings? And hopefully you're getting that reciprocated from them as well. But it's just a nice, cozy feeling to know that there's someone out there loving you. We have so many songs about love, we have so many movies about love, but in this modern era and in this modern day, it's so difficult still to find love. So instead of fighting the love that exists between whoever it exists between, shouldn't we be encouraging that, nurturing that, and allowing love to happen in whatever shape or form? Which brings me to my final topic, or final aspect of the topic of love: self love. Do you love yourself? Do you really love yourself? Are you accepting what is happening in your life just because it's convenient for someone else? Because you love yourself enough to allow this to happen? Are you accepting the relationships in your life because of it just continuing, or because you chose it for yourself? So the highest form of love is not a love outside of ourselves. It's not a love for your new PS5 you got for Christmas. It's not a love for your new VW that you got now, nicely boxed and gift wrapped, that your husband or your wife or your brother or your cousin or your uncle bought for you. It's not the love of food. I know food is a big thing for mortals these days. It's not the love that you feel for your religion or your God or whoever or however you choose to worship. The greatest love is to love yourself. Because let's think about it. If I can't love myself, how can I love my God, my daughter, my wife, my family, my relationships, the things that's happening around me? So let's take a moment. Let's take several moments, because this is you. You've got this one life. YOLO. You only live once, as far as you know, as far as we know. So why not make the most of it? Why don't we just love ourselves intently and intensely, and surround ourselves consciously with individuals that allow that to happen in our lives? Quote of the day: things won are done. Joy's soul lies in the doing. Attributed to William Shakespeare. Gratitude for tuning into this week's edition of The Spirit of Do, with me, your host and guide, David John Wayne Bailey on Radio East River. I look forward to spending some quality time with you again this coming Monday at 10 a.m. South African Standard Time. Oh, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on the show, so feel free to reach out to me via email, david@davidjohnwaynebailey.com, or Twitter and Instagram, davbay83. Till then, keep doing what you're passionate about. Love and inner peace.